guys, what's going on? Today in our brand spotlight, we're going to cover a brand that I love, Levi. Specifically the jean jackets. But before we get into this, I want you guys to check out this roll.
Levi's.
Levi's a super popular brand. They've been around forever. I don't know how long they've been around. I should have looked that up for that video, but definitely like the early 1900s, if not the late. Definitely the early 1900s. And they have so many vintage pieces that come around. I know a pair of jeans just came up in an article lately that sell for like $100,000 or something crazy like that for a pair of, you know, vintage Levi's that were like found in someone's trunk and they're in like mint condition. So really weird. People collect it. It's got so much culture. They really promoted it through the 70s to currently in mainstream media with commercials and stuff like that. So they've really gotten their way out there. And now that the 90s are pretty in right now. So these are very desirable still for just a normal everyday wear. So what we're gonna do is I got a couple different styles and different like denim jackets pulled up that Levi makes. That should help you have an idea of what to keep a lookout for when you're out there at the thrift stores and garage selling and stuff like that. And pretty much the range is crazy. Depending on what you get, some of them can be worth $19. We'll put the prices including shipping. So the price range that you can expect for these to sell at are between sorry about that, between $25 and up to hundreds, depending. But we'll say the average sale is gonna be 25 to 60 in that range. And then you have some really awesome ones that will pull in some better money. You really have to research and know what those are, and I think I have one or two in here that were like really good sellers, but it's rare. So this is like a standard one. This is from the 80s. You can kind of tell the era by two things. Well, there's a couple things. The pockets, the cuts. They've redesigned these so many times over the years. So if you look under the pocket, how it kind of is like a V. Some of them are like that. So you'll see as we go through, but I'm not going to go into identifying them. If you get them, you can usually identify it with a serial number right here, 705074890. So that's all you need to know to Google. But the tags are a really good giveaway on the inside. You want them to kind of to know that they're older. A newer one's going to look really clean. An older one is going to look, you know, used, but kind of like just oversized, like it would be on the back of a pair of jeans. So, I don't know. I'm not going to talk too much more. Let's flip through some of the cool ones. This is a vest, you know, in good condition. Was this a woman's? This is a woman's vest. So, men and women's, these both do good, by the way. There's all these in here. This looks a little more recent, definitely. There's the tag. So, a recent one probably doesn't have the numbers on the patch. The older ones do usually, and the RN numbers in here on a tag. So that's, you know, some of the ways you can try to identify it. This is definitely old. You can tell by that right there. Capital E. So this is a big E Levi. So yeah, you guys have heard of this before. This is something you want to look out for. Big E, the capital E, definitely, and all this stuff. Usually it's on the tag. Can't really see what this has. Oh, it just has an E on there. I've actually never seen that before. But this is an interesting jacket and I wanted to show it. This one for $70 ships. This is a cool wash, acid wash. Someone paid $17 to ship this. So definitely keep your shipping cost down on this. You don't have to pay that much to ship it. And don't rip somebody off. You'll probably be able to pull in more if you price it better. This is a really, I would think this would be a desirable pattern right here. This is pretty cool, this vintage acid wash look. It's kind of worn, but it still managed to pull in $50. Here's another one. This was made more valuable. This person actually sold this for cheaper than they should have, I would think. But this sold for, let's see, $75. And this is a vintage, kind of like Sherpa they usually call them Sherpa lined, and you can see right there that when you see that tag, that's a good one on these jackets. But that's a nice sale, good pictures. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. Cool jacket. Here's another one that was Sherpa lined. Oh, this isn't even a... What the heck tag is that? There you go. There's a vintage tag right there. And there we go. Since 1850. Does that answer for you? So when you guys leave it in the comments when you first start, there you go. 1850. Another Sherpa lined. This one, these usually fit a little wider than you would think. So definitely if you find these, put the measurements in here. Let's see if this guy did. Yeah, right here. So definitely put the measurements in on these because if not, you're going to get returns. Because they fit strange sometimes. This is another interesting one, I thought. This kind of distressed, this is almost like an acid wash or a bleach spray look. The collar and the cut was interesting. There's the tag, see, so they were able to identify it by the number that it was from the 80s, and that went for $50. This is another neat one. Whenever you see something lined like that, they usually do, you know, it's anything different. Is going to do well, but this is it says blanket lined, but this is more insulated, so this is going to keep you warmer. I would assume, or it's just for style if you wear it open. But that did around 50. So yeah, you can see, like I said, 30 to 50. For some reason, this one went for a really good amount of money, probably because it was in size XL. But it went for $99, and it has a really cool look. Yeah, definitely cool. So, you know, they kind of range all over. And then this one right here. Why? It must have been because the serial number. They had it listed for $5.99. That's kind of crazy. And then put it 70% off. Maybe that was a trick that they used. This is definitely vintage. I don't see what's so special about it, but it caught my eye because it sold for so much. Maybe it was the way the collar rolled off like that, but yeah. So the Sherpa lines definitely do the best. I've sold one of them before. It took a long time to sell because of the size, but they do sell well. And the vests are doing good too, so definitely a bolo on the vests. Because they're lighter. They're going to be lighter. You can probably ship those in a padded flat rate, where the jackets you won't be able to unless it's a small. Here's another one. This was another one that went for over $50. This was from the 70s, 80s. Probably from the 80s by the looks of that tag. I don't know. That looks like the last one we saw from the 80s, but cool jacket. And then the last one, this is just kind of a wash that I liked on here, but that's what one of the more recent tags look like, just so you can get a feel for that. It's going to have the size, and you can tell. It's just, you know, it looks more recent. It's the distress on the pocket is intentional, like they did that. And even the wash, you know, they didn't do washes like this back then. It was kind of more of like a recent jean distress. So, yeah. Hope you guys like this video. And leave me some comments down below on what you thought. And smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. I'm having fun doing these, and I definitely have a ton more on my list to get to. So keep an eye out over the next couple weeks. I'm going to keep releasing them probably over the next couple months. I'll just get all the brands as I start doing research, and if I'm finding new stuff, I have some brands that I found before that I definitely want to do that are like cool bolos. Yeah, but thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.